Hello and welcome to a special comic relief edition of Only Connect, the quiz so clever that it tells Fred Housego the best way to get to Leicester Square. And if you think that reference is obscure, just wait till the questions start. Now, we're hoping to charm you into giving some money to the BBC's fundraising effort for Comic Relief, a charity that helps disadvantaged people around Britain and across the world. To this end, I am joined by some very special quizzers. On my right, Britain's most famous art critic, Brian Sewell, also a renowned motoring expert, and once described by John Humphreys as the only man I've ever met who makes the Queen sound common.
Sorry.
Grub Smith, journalist and broadcaster, who, as part of his research for the documentary series Sin Cities, once performed in a pornographic film. You may ask if he has the special qualification needed by men in that line of work, and I can confirm, yes, he does have an MA in Byzantine history. And their captain, a man who states on his website that he's not an inventor. Scientist, author, photographer and broadcaster Adam Hart Davis. All lovers of the countryside and keen tree huggers, they are the Treesome. Adam, you're a celebrated polymath. Are there any areas of general knowledge that you just don't know about?
Yeah, most of them, actually. I know everything about nothing, or nothing about everything, or maybe both. So, basically, the chances of winning this are entirely down to these two.
Well, good luck with that. Your opponents tonight are Michael Bywater, the celebrated columnist, currently writing a musical with the legendary Lieber and Stoller. He has described himself as a failed doctor, lapsed Catholic, reformed organist, pilot, lapsed theologian and would-be love rat. We're going out after the show. Stuart Maconie, the best-selling travel writer, DJ, presenter and music expert, whose eclectic interests are reflected in the fact that he's currently writing for the Radio Times, the Daily Mirror and Country Walking magazine. And their captain, knighted in 2009 for services to literature, currently Professor of Creative Writing at Royal Holloway College at the University of London. Before that, he had another job. What was it? What was it? It's Sir Andrew Motion. All fans of the poetry of Philip Larkin, they are the Larks. Sir Andrew, poets are traditionally more concerned with deep truths and quick facts. How comfortable do you feel in a quiz scenario?
Not comfortable at all, because you're right, poets do like to take things a bit more slowly than this. But on the other hand, we are able to say that poems do make a quick return, so I hope we can do that today.
Just out of interest, you've presumably met the Queen. Does Brian Sewell make her sound common?
Oh, no. Off with somebody's head any moment.
Very good answer. Now, these celebrated minds are risking their intellectual reputations in the hope of persuading you to donate some money to Comic Relief, helping disadvantaged people in this country and around the world. Here's how you can help. The work Comic Relief does helps kids like these and children all over Africa to get an education. If you'd like to make a donation to Red Nose Day, then the number to ring is 03457 910 910. Or you can make a donation at the website bbc.co.uk/rednoseday. Let's play the quiz. In round one, teams, I will simply ask you what is the connection between four apparently random clues. The fewer clues you need to see before giving me the answer, the more points you'll get. Larks, you won the toss, you'll be going first, so please select your Egyptian hieroglyph.
We'll start with lion, please.
Lion. OK, the first clue is coming up now.
Can you say exclamation mark about it?
And next.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
They're all listed in that litany of great English political sporting heroes that I think the Norwegian football commentator rants at the end of the game after Norway beat England.
That is brilliant. After just two clues, it is the rant from, as I'm sure you were about to say, Bjørge Lilleland's speech in 1981 about England footballers after Norway beat them in a World Cup qualifier. Very well done. All right, Adam, you'd better select your own Egyptian hieroglyph.
Well, I rather fancy the twisted flax.
The twisted flax. First clue coming up now.
Right, 40 towers. We know about that. Next.
Basil. It's Basil.
Basil. Should we go for it
No,
now?
I think we need to see one more.
Third, next, please.
Basil is Basil. Basil.
Basil.
Ah, if only you had the courage of your convictions after 2 clues.
I
It is
suggested it.
Basil.
I was overruled by my team.
That's weak leadership, and you deserve it.
Him. Oh, well.
What on earth is the Great Mouse Detective?
It's a character in a Disney film, Basil the Great Mouse Detective.
You know everything.
I don't.
You were here. You were summoned here on the basis that you know everything.
No, it's not true.
Ah, can we replace this man?
You can have 2 points.
Oh.
Very well done. And over to you, Larks, to please pick a question.
A horned viper again, I think.
The Horned Viper.
Yeah.
These are going to be picture clues. What do they have in common? Your time starts now.
Next, please.
What is that?
That's a gun and
a bullet?
That's a bullet and a smashed up bullet. What are we thinking about? Next, please.
That's a pom pom pom. What's it repeated word? Dum dum. That's what it is. I know.
Yes.
That's what it is. Dum dum.
Yep.
We think the word is dum-dum.
Well, they are all things in which one word is repeated.
Yes.
That is exactly what they are. A 3-letter word is repeated each time. You're looking at a Berber, a dum-dum, pom-pom, and that would have been the
And a
can-can at the end
Exactly.
for 2 points. Over to you then, Treesome, to pick a question.
Ryan, what would you like?
Oh, that's it. The Eye of Horus, I think.
The Eye of Horus. What do these 4 clues have in common? The first one is coming up now.
Burnt down.
Berlin.
Burnt
Yes.
down. Do you want to take one more?
Next.
Yes.
Yes.
Burning.
Yes.
Okay.
Should we just say that?
Yes. Burning. houses.
They were Parliament houses that were burnt down.
Oh, you've almost gone too specific. Make it a bit more general.
All right, they were houses that burnt down.
Buildings.
They are all things that have been destroyed by fire. The next clues were the Library of Alexandria and Windsor Castle.
Not much of it was destroyed, Windsor Castle.
Some of it was.
Quid's worth.
Well, I know, but that was about, one corner of a room or something.
Yes.
Library of Alexandria, much the most tragic.
Yes.
Coming in after 2 clues, you get 3 points. Very well done. Over to you, Larks, to pick a question.
2 reads, please.
2 reads. Your first clue is coming up now.
Next, please.
I think they're all green. Orange.
We think the answer is orange.
What do you think the other clues would have been?
Other orange things, like possibly a tangerine
And a Satsuma.
or a satsuma, or maybe a red nose.
The
Could have
Dutch
been.
football team.
They're
the
bright,
favourite-
day-glow, orangey red.
The
It may be a
favourite-
red nose day question, in which case it's orange shading into red in that odd kind of sort of interface between orange
the
and
Dutch Royal
red.
House.
No, it's just orange. The other clues would have been the Golden Gate Bridge and David Dickinson. Things that are orange.
I'm glad
Right,
we didn't have to
okay.
go all the way there with that one.
Very well done for 3 points. So, Treesome, that leaves one question for you, the water question.
I think we'll have water, if that's all right.
Well, it's going to be the music question. You'll be hearing your clues. The first one coming up now.
Long distance information, give me Memphis, Tennessee. Help me find the party.
Next.
Songs about telephones.
You said music.
Songs about telephones. Is it
Nominate Grubb.
songs to do with telephony, telephones.
Before we address that, I believe one of your team argues that this is not a music question.
It is clearly not a music question. It's
Is
a
that-
trash question.
I can only
I
apologise.
was expecting Beethoven. Or
Well-
Mendelssohn. I was expecting watery music by great people. Handel, for example.
You
And you
wrote
give
water
us
music.
this.
We gave you trashy music, but it was trashy music about telephone calls, specifically unsuccessful telephone calls. We heard Memphis, Tennessee, and we heard Telephone and Rubber Band. We'd also have heard Busy Line and Telephone, the Lady Gaga track. But we didn't need to, because you came in after 2 clues for 3 points. Excellent work, very well done. That means, at the end of round 1, that the Larks have got 8 points, but the Treesome also have 8 points.